Hey guys, Miss Emily here. Today we're going to learn about cause and effect. A cause is why something happens, and an effect is what happens. This boy is blowing a big bubble with his chewing gum, and then it pops, and he gets gum all over his face. So the cause is that he blew a very big bubble, and the effect is that it popped and he got gum everywhere. We learn about cause and effect because it helps us make connections about things that happen in the world around us and things that happen in stories that we read. We can ask ourselves what happened and why did it happen to help us understand the relationships between different events. And we can use that skill to make predictions or guesses about what will happen next. So I know that if I blow a really big bubble, then it will pop in my face. We're going to read a book called What If Everybody Did That by Ellen Javernick with illustrations by Colleen M. Madden. And this book is going to help us practice identifying those relationships between causes and effects. Hey! When we went to the zoo, I fed just a little of my popcorn to the bear. The zookeeper waved his broom and said, "What if everybody did that?" I just wanted to see how fast the grocery cart would go. It went faster than I expected. When the manager stopped me, she said, "What if everybody did that?" On the way to visit Grandma and Grandpa in Kansas, I dropped just one soda can out the window. The patrolman who pulled us over said, "What if everybody did that?" At Uncle William's wedding, I took just a little lick of the frosting from the fancy cake. The lady behind the table glared at me over her glasses and said, "What if everybody did that?" I told the babysitter that I took a bath just once a year. As she shooed me into the bathroom, she said, "What if everybody did that?" During story time, I had something important to say. I just couldn't wait till the end of the story. The librarian put her finger to her lips and said, "What if everybody did that?" "I gotta go potty. Why can't we read one of those other books? I've already heard this one. I'm so hungry. How much do you weigh? I can touch my toes, see?" While we sat in the car waiting for Dad, I honked the horn. I just honked a few times, but Mr. Thompson came to his door. He shook his head and said, "What if everybody did that?" Beep, 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 honk, 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 beep, 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 honk, honk. At the swimming pool, I just splashed a little. The lifeguard blew his whistle and said, "What if everybody did that?" On the bus, I just stood up to see the fire truck. Mr. Gearshift glared at me in the rearview mirror and said, "What if everybody did that?" "Sit down! Sit down! Woof, woof!" Just once, I didn't hang my coat on the rack at school. Miss Sanders made me pick it up and said, "What if everybody did that?" At recess, I threw just one snowball at Sammy. Mr. Walters saw me. When he sent me to stand by the wall, he said, "What if everybody did that?" When we went out for dinner, I just shot one straw wrapper. The waitress stopped taking our orders and looked straight at me. She said, "What if everybody did that?" After the football game, I just ran on the field to get the quarterback's autograph. The official waved his arms and said, "What if everybody did that?" When I came home, I gave my mom a hug. What if everybody did that? Everybody should. The cause was that the boy hugged his mom, and the effect was that the boy and his mom felt happy. And we can use our skills to answer his question about what would happen if everybody hugged their family member. We can predict that if everybody hugged their family members, everybody would feel happy. So I'd like you to think of one way you show kindness. What if everybody did that?